Okay, how you doing? I'm going to do the bass line for Quiet Life and show you how it was played, as near as we know. So I'm going to play along to the record, and then I'll stop and show you as we go along what I've done. So here we go. Isn't that great? I just love that. Okay, so what he tends to do is play a kind of central motif and then change the little bits in between it. So this is here all the time, and sometimes he goes this again and again, and this part is different. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll show you that first motif first, and then we can just refer to it as we go along. Get the sleeves rolled up. Here we go. Okay, so he's starting on an open A on the A string, and he plays that twice. We're going to hit the third fret on the A string and the fifth fret on the D string, which gives you a G. Right, so slowly that's ba, ba, ba. Okay, and then the next part is an open A string, fourth fret on the A string to the fifth fret on the A string. So ba, 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 da, 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 da. And slowly it's so we just call that our motif, so I don't have to explain it every time. Okay, so the first different part, if you like, after that is you're going to play the D string on the 7th fret, and it's ba-da-ba. I always found being able to sing the parts out, even if you can't sing, being able to kind of sing those rhythms out made it easier, rather than some say, oh, it's a triplet with a whatever. I just didn't understand all that stuff, so I found it easy to kind of sing along, sing the parts out that I needed to play. So it's ba da ba, so ba 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 da 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 da. Now your next note is with your second finger, and I'll show you why now. Is the 5th fret on the A, and that leaves you with your index finger to go to the 4th fret on the D. So da 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 da. So that's your first part. Then the next part is this motif again, but this time we're going to slide where you've ended up on the 5th fret of the A string. We're going to slide up to the 7th fret on the A string and play the open E string twice. So that one is a third time back to the central motif. The 7th fret on the D again. Now it's very like the previous one that was like this, except one string up, which is part of why he was just so clever. So 7th fret on the D string, and this time we're going to go to the 5th fret on the D string and the 4th fret on the G string. Okay. All right. So far we've 3 different pieces. The last piece is the bit that big slide up. Okay, so from the top, and then the last time is the central motif again. Ba ba there's a little gap, so it's. Now, it finishes by your index finger on the 9th fret of the A string and your little finger on the 11th fret of the G string. So they're the same note but an octave apart. Alright? And what you're going to do is you're going to play those two notes together and slide them upwards. Now I have seen guys on YouTube do that, but it's not. It is an octave. So just show you how that goes, right? How far do you need to go up? You don't need to go up very far at all. Like two fret spaces would do you, where you get that effect, okay? So from the top, I'm just going to do the whole thing slow. Okay, stay tuned for part 2. We're going to do the chorus. Hey, we're on to our next part now. It's the Here We Are Stranded bit. I'm going to play along. It's great. Okay, so again, this isn't what a normal bass player would sit down and play. It just shows how different he was and utterly creative. So after your slide, this is all high. I mean, you know, the convention would be to be down here and fill out the bottom end, but he didn't see the need. So he starts on the 10th fret of the D string. Now, what I will say is when I've seen him on video do this, he uses one finger to do it. So we'll do it that way, and you can navigate your own fingering, which makes you more comfortable. But he starts on the 10th fret of the D string. He slide down one to the 9th fret, and they're all the same rhythm. Do 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 do. Right. So 10 on the D to 9 on the D to 7 on the D to the 5th on the D. Now you're going from the 3rd on the A next up to the 5th. A real quick slide up to the 5th to the 8th on the A. Back to the 9th on the D, and you're going to slide up to the 10th, back down, and back down, and slide up. So I'll play that slow so you hear it, right? It's over the words Quiet Life, and slide up. Okay, so slower. Again. Now, like I say, if you watch, there's a Top of the Pops performance where the camera is David is playing guitar, and the camera at one point is on Mick Karn's right hand side over the chorus, and you can actually see him go like this with one finger. Like I say, you can choose to do it whatever way suits you. I just thought I'd show you as he did it. We're going to take a break now. We'll do the middle eight. Middle eight next. I'm going to play along to it, and I might actually do it in 2 chunks. Hang on a second. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to go to the 2nd fret on the A string. That's where it starts. It's a B note. Going to do it with your index finger. So I'll just play what he's playing slowly. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to start on the, as I said, on the 2nd fret of the A string with your index finger, and you're going to go to the 4th fret of the D string with your little finger, and bar across to the 4th fret on the G string as well. So it's like a power chord. You're just going to go up, so it's long on the B, and then back down to the A string and the D string again. Don't move your left hand at all. So slowly. Open A and open D, E. 5th fret on the D string. Just 2 notes there. And you're going to drop down to the 5th fret on the D string. Hammer on to the 7th fret of the A string and back down. So that's over the never looking back part. Okay, so from the top. Okay, open A, 1st fret on the A, 2nd fret on the A, and then we're back into that thing again. Will you think of me? And sometimes he's hitting that E string an extra time, but you'll feel that, and you can do it or you can not do it. So it's like ba ba ba. Okay, or sometimes just up to you. Now the next part is If You Ever. You can go down. So when we get to the If You Ever bit, it's the 3rd fret on the A string to the 3rd fret on the E string. So it's da 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 da. You're going to stretch across to the 5th fret with your little finger on the G string, which is the octave of the C. Okay, da 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 da. That's all around those 2 octave notes. So okay, so I'll do that slower. Stretch across, back to the index finger, and 2 on the G again. So da da ba da da da. Okay, you're going to slide up to the D. Now this is interesting because it's pretty much the same rhythm as down here, but he doesn't drop down to the lower string. So alright, so it's da da. This is on the 5th fret on the A string. he plays the first note of this last phrase where you are, and then he jumps to the 5th to the 7th fret on the G string and a slide up. So I'll play it slow again, right? Never looking back. Stop. And that's where you're fading out. Okay, I hope, I know that last bit was kind of complex to understand. I hope it was okay. Any questions or comments in the box below, and there'll be a link to the play along down below as well. Thanks for watching, and enjoy playing along. And as I say, keep Karn and fret less.